What's going on? Get the coffee going. Salted caramel latte. That's the way I drink it. Headed to Looisvile, Kentucky. I don't know what I'm doing. It's new battlegrounds. Hopefully, it's fun today. Hopefully, I find some loot today. Shout out to the YouTube comic book community. You'll be keeping me entertained on the way to Looisville, Kentucky. Deuces. Shout out to the Godfather, Brian LCS. First of many YouTube comic book community members I'll be listening to today. More shout outs on the way. Hitting that I-65 north again, Nashville. Everybody eat your greens. Lettuce, where you at, bro? You disappeared like I did. We need more content from the funniest guy in the comic book community. Let's go, lettuce. No Buc-ee's today. I'm not spending $15 on a brisket sandwich today. Bye-bye, Circle of Hell. I'm in Tennessee, so it only makes sense since I'm going through Nashville to support Dope. Go through Dopetopia as I head through his hunting grounds of Nashville, Tennessee. Probably gonna watch some other Tennessee guys I know. Shout out Dope. Another Tennessean by way of Chattanooga, I believe. Old Scotty Fawn 82. Looking forward to this video, brother. What is this garbage? I'm not even in Nashville yet, and I'm hitting standstill freaking traffic. Shout out Random Reads. You hang out with Psychotronic Squirt Gun and Gene Mallow. Look forward to the video, brother. Carlos Collects, great dude in the community. Keep up the good work. Looking forward to this video, brother.
I am the Knight. I am Batman.
Leaving Smashville, Looisville, here I come. No video shout out. Deal road trip thing could be complete without Fanboy Prime. Looking forward to the video, brother. Literally just found this guy, Cowabunga Comics. Got about 77 subscribers, so even smaller than my channel. Go give him a shout out. Go look up his content. I'm sure he's got something you enjoy if you're in the comic book community. Putting out an Amber Alert for Bone Claws Comics. Come on, man. Your last video was 10 months ago. Even I post more recent videos than this. I want to see you back, brother, my fellow Wolverine fan. I'm in Kentucky, so it only makes sense that I watch a little bit of Matt from Heroes for Hire Comic Club. Great dude in the community. Give him a shout out. Give him a subscription. Follow his channel. Bowling Green, Kentucky. Home of the Kentucky Wildcats. No, they're not really from Bowling Green, but I'm in Bowling Green. Woo! Been on the road hard for about 4 hours. Had to take a pit stop. I'm like 40 miles out from Louisville, so roughly a trip from Decatur to Huntsville, which is a drive I make every day without thinking about it. So I'm not far from Louisville. I think my first stop per Matt from Heroes for Hire Comic Club recommended The Great Escape. I'm familiar with The Great Escape from Nashville, so we're definitely going to check out the Louisville location first, since, you know, based on past experience with that chain, they usually are going to have the biggest selection of comic books. I'm at a pilot. Mother Nature called. I had to stop because I just don't want to be dying heading into a comic store. But I'm going to get off here. We're going to get to Louisville. The next little vlog clip you'll see is probably me at The Great Escape. Peace out. I touched down. I'm like across the street from Great Escape in Louisville. And you know, going to a new town, you never know the lay of the land. You don't know where to get parking, and I always cheat. If I go into a town where it's hard to park, and they require you to pay for parking near where you want to be at, I always cheat. So I parked at the Kroger. I'm not paying for parking to be right at the door of the Great Escape. One thing I like to do, maybe other people like to do this. When I go to a new town, I always like to compare it to other cities. And I'd like, Louisville feels very familiar. There's parts of it that remind me of Huntsville, Alabama, kind of that Germantown, Memphis area, downtown Huntsville. It's kind of the freeway in Louisville, kind of reminds me of Nashville. Got a huge airport. I saw a little bit of an industry here, kind of reminds me of Birmingham. Feels very familiar. I don't feel out of my element here in Louisville. The South is the South. You don't really leave the South until you get north of the Mason-Dixon, I guess. So I'm going to shut it off here, head into Great Escape and do my business, and I'll be back. This is fixing to suck. Cool little Jimi Hendrix flavor store over here. Reminds me of Zero Gravity back where I'm from. Well, here we are at the Great Escape. Let's go inside, fellas. Woo! It's hot out here. You don't escape the southern heat, even coming from Alabama and Kentucky. Great Escape was a success. Was it an overwhelming success? No, I didn't find many of the big books I was looking for, but I did find, they offered something in every title or character I was collecting. Just a lot of it was stuff I already owned. Just the luck of the draw sometimes when you're on the hunt. But did get a lot of goodness in here. Put some books back. I don't like to complain. I don't like to be negative, but there's two titles that I'm just bitter about right now, being an old head. Understanding books used to be cheaper back in the day kind of thing. I don't understand why Spawn is like a $5 to $10 book for run filler stuff kind of series now. And I don't understand why Wolverine Volume 7, which was the previous run before this new one we just got, which is on issue 10. I don't understand why those books, The Great Escape was selling a couple issues I needed for $5.49 a piece. Run fillers, not keys, nothing nobody gets excited about. Over retail for Wolverine Volume 7 run fillers. I don't understand that. So I had to put those back. It was only 2 issues, so it wouldn't have knocked out a big hole. And I made room for everything I purchased here. Smart decision. So I'm gonna get off here. I gotta find some food. I'm a little jet lagged or something from the drive. So I need to go get some food, and then I'm going to figure out where to go next. Man, shout out to King Buffet in Louisville, Kentucky. If there was ever a Chinese buffet I would brag on, is this place. That seafood was so fresh. They served crab cake on cool little shells. The sushi was great. The chicken, the beef, the noodles was so good. I forced myself not to overeat because I'm like 4.5 hours away from home and I don't want to feel like dog crap on the way home. But it was so good and so worth it. And I caught them at lunch hour, so I got the lunch price. And my drink was halfway empty and they were coming around trying to fill it. Got water hydrated up, ready to go. Got the map ready. I'm headed to Comic World now in Louisville, Kentucky. And I'm excited to see what Comic World has to offer now. Peace. Comic Book World. Let's go inside, boys. So I almost ruined the trip. My idiot ass left my debit card at King Buffet. I'm low on gas. I have money. I'm prepared for this trip. But I would have had to stay somewhere in a parking lot overnight until the stock market opens and sell some stock and put money on my Robinhood card to get home. But now I don't have to do that. King Buffet had my card. All is good. The trip is not ruined. We still have plenty of time for comics. I got to go back to Comic World, buy my books, and move on to the next store. while I'm shooting, though. Comic World is very put together, very clean store. The HVAC runs great. I mean, you don't consider how good the air conditioning is in a comic book store. I tell you, feel good air conditioning, so props on that. They don't have tabs for everything. It's just like in, and then everything in is alphabetically. It's fine. It's organized, but it's not easy to get through. They didn't have a lot of what I was looking for, and their prices, that they don't budge on prices. They know what they have, and they're not going to come off anything, and they don't have a lot of dollar bins, so it is what it is at Comic Book World. That'd probably be a better place to go if you were into New Comic Book Day comics. If you're into current books and you don't mind paying full retail for your comic books, go for it. But, that's just too expensive for me. But yeah, overall, don't have nothing bad to say about Comic Book World. I don't regret going in there. Good store. Would recommend if you live in Louisville and you're looking for an LCS. What's up? Here at Pops Comics. You know the drill. Let's go in. Holy Mother of God. Pops Comics. Thank you so much. I'm one issue away from completing a huge goal of mine. Prices were fantastic on the 3 issues I got for that run. Can't say enough about Pops Comics. The staff was talkative. The store had carpet on it, no tile, thank God. I'm burnt out on dollar bins, so I didn't go through the dollar bin, so I didn't spend a whole lot of time in Pops Comics because I'm on that mission, right? But they had something of everything I was hunting for, really. But I'll just wait till I get home. Putting on the shades right now. I feel accomplished. That was worth it. Coming to Pops Comics, that right there made the trip. Even though not the biggest store, not the most variety, kind of more in toys and pops and things. But thank you, Pops, for existing. Had a blast. On to the next one. Next up, Zone Comics. Let's get it. So Zone was a bust. One of those newer comic book stores that, if you were in the area, maybe it's a place to call home for your New Comic Book Day books. It did not have a lot of. Now, what made me mad, and technically, it doesn't mean this is a bad store. It just like something I took personally. They had a lot of Bronze Age Thor. 0. I'm telling you, 0 Wolverine. No Wolverine whatsoever. And then another thing that was irritating is I had to kind of figure out their system. It was alphabetically organized, but they're making it hard on themselves. They don't have labels or tabs or anything. You just kind of have to find where the D's start, and then just flip through all the D's if you want a character that starts with a D, or etc., etc. And that's irritating when, if it's dollar bin books, bargain bin books, I get it. Toss them in the box, and if somebody wants to look through there and find a deal and do the legwork, so be it. But with your back issues, the stuff you're selling for like $4, wouldn't you want people to immediately find it, pick it up, and purchase it? I don't understand the logic there with their cataloging. And then, the staff was working, so I'm not gonna say too much about their standoffish nature. They didn't talk to me at all. Wasn't very inviting, but they were working, so I get it. And not every staff is going to be friendly and inviting, and sometimes I don't like that. Sometimes I want to be left alone, honestly. But yeah, I feel like the Zone overall just kind of a bust for me, kind of a place I could have skipped on this trip, but you just never know till you go, right? And after that big win at Pops, I'm okay kind of coming back down a little bit. I'm going to try one more stop called Destination. And then I'm probably going to fuel up. Actually, I'm going to fuel up now because I have no gas. And then go to Destination. And then I'm probably going to make my way back home. Destination, final stop. Then we going home. Destination, again, not the shop for an old head like me. Another one of these newer stores that's better for an NCBD home-based kind of thing. Lots of new books, but there are newer current things I hunt for. Tom King, Mr. Miracle, Volume 7 Wolverine. And I bought 3 Volume 7 Wolverine books, and that freaking series is like ripping a freaking Band-Aid off. It hurts paying $5 a pop every time I buy one of these issues, knowing it's not the current series out. And then I know in a couple of years it's going to be marked down to $3 to $1. That's how it goes. So I mean, it's just like the price you pay for being a collector. Do you want to say you own the issues, or do you want to complain and wait, and then maybe it never comes down in price? So that's just kind of the battle us collectors always have. I liked the store though, very clean, had cool statues. Didn't see any statues today until just now in Destination. Pops, not as many pops as the Pop Comics store, obviously. Overall successful trip. I'm ready to go home. I'm tired. I got a 4.5 hour drive ahead of me. My GPS is acting weird, and we'll see if I can recalibrate it or some crap. And then probably find somewhere to eat around Nashville and get my butt on home. I'm tired. This sun beat me down. I took some Advil. I took some ibuprofen. I got a little headache going. So hopefully I'll be alright. Got a long drive ahead. Louisville's a cool place though. I might come back again one day. Peace. What a treat. What a treat. I haven't had rallies in like, I don't know, 20 years. Man, this right here, I ain't had this place in like 20 years since my city lost it. And then the rallies about an hour south of me closed down as well. I stopped, I went out of my way off the interstate to go through a town called Looisville, Kentucky to get me some checkers and have these fries for the first time in like 20 years. This is a special treat. 134 miles in Nashville, Tennessee. I'm officially on I-65 South. I can take this thing all the way into the Decatur, Alabama exit where I live. It'll be a long 3.5 hours. So thank you, comic book community, for keeping me entertained. Peace out. Corvette Museum. Didn't get it last time. There's some more Corvette Museum. There we go. Pretty cool. Bowling Green, Kentucky-i-a.